These specific inspections?
For the
No,
human
the
body.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Colonoscopies.
Yep.
All right. So we are down in the basement at 420 Whitetail Circle. We are going to go through this clean out right here to take a look at the main sewer. This one serves our kitchen because you can smell it. It's a little greasy. So this is ABS. This is what's underneath the house. We're not going to worry about running water because there are people living here. What I want to know if we run into any kind of flat areas is how much water is standing there when it's not being used, not what is there when it's being used. Any kind of bad bellies will leave the water sitting there. Bellies are just bad slopes that hold water, and that is the most common thing we find in a house this size. We're dropping down and going to do a double 90, probably somewhere in this turn or near it. There's a clean out up against a wall somewhere over there that's probably flush with the floor that we will have just gone under. That's probably the closest clean out in the house. Most all new construction has one close to the wall that's a screw off cap on the floor. If you finish the basements, just anywhere you find one of these type of caps, leave some kind of access panel to them. Newer construction generally won't give you problems, but you never know when a mistake might be made with what goes down the line, especially if kids are in the future. This is our transition from ABS to PVC. It's the first place that you can see screw ups. This is lined up pretty good, but they don't glue together with the same kind of glue, so they're usually got a rubber with steel reinforced connection and they can slip around a little there, but that looks fine. So far it's just been absolutely typical staining with just a real fine layer of grease on the bottom, but absolutely nothing worrisome so far. For some reason there is a huge pile of paper stuck right there. What and why is that there? That is why.
Is it like the most recent flush?
Well, what you do have, I'm not sure why that much paper stuck there. We'll see how bad this belly is, but that is the beginning of a belly.
Yeah.
Now, we still can't identify exactly how bad it is because I bet there's still paper turning that corner.
Yeah.
But the thicker layer of greasy buildup we can say that see there is telling us that that does hold water. Now, that's only about 2 inches of water, which is usually not enough to trap that kind of paper, especially in just one little turn, because that belly, this is the absolute most common spot for them to screw up, is as you turn the corner, they'll get those corners down. For some reason, they just let it sink a little when they backfill and put the squeegee in. It's really not that bad a belly. I'm not sure why it was trapping that. It's only a couple inches long, maybe a foot long, and a lot of it, getting some of this paper out here. Why are you squeaking? You have never squeaked before. It's kind of annoying. Can I get you to... There's got to be a bathroom that way, all the way on the other side. Can I get you to turn the water on, flush a toilet?
So which way, could you tell which way it was going, like, right off the bat? Is it
Oh, it's going out this way, but really to know for sure where it is, the fastest way would be to either see an S on the wall somewhere, or find that floor clean out.
Yeah, there is a sump over there, but that would probably be something different, right?
The sump's different, but it is usually on kind of that same wall.
Okay.
But it is going out that way.
Yeah. Just nice to know, like, where in the floor, the general direction of the sewer went. But if it's going like along the wall, probably.
Yeah, for a second that'd be just fine. Try to make sure all that waste gets out of there. when it got hit with a full flush, it got deeper. But all of that's going to drain out of there in a second. We'll stop all the water flowing. That was really unusual to see that much paper trapped in a spot like that, because it's really not that uncommon to see them screw the slope up as it drops in and goes through one of these corners. And because it's only about this far, it usually won't have that kind of impact like that did there. Something might have just got trapped there. I mean, this is not perfect. It is a flaw. It's definitely a flaw. But even under heavy use, it's not quite well, not heavy, but underneath running water, it's not quite 3 inches deep. And 3 inches is where we start to think about repairs. But usually that 3 inches it needs to be more than that before we start digging stuff up too.
Right.
So it did trap paper. I'm just not sure why. We're going to go ahead and get the rest of we found a present in there to get on our video. How nice is that? Hustle that thing out of here. Pretend like it's an ice cream cone or something. Huh? Yeah. It's not your first rodeo.
Not my first.
Is that the city right
That was the city we just got to. Okay, you can turn it back off.
Poor Victoria.
So we're going to come back a little slower, hopefully, and then take another look at that area once the water drips down. The biggest thing in that did seem to be toilet paper, and I think it's quite unusual that it was trapped there like that. Biggest thing is avoid putting much grease down the sewer, no paper products like paper towels and wipies, and then no feminine hygiene products because they'll get caught in a spot like that. And we'll want to get trapped. The rest of it looked fine.
So how far out was that spot?
About 61 feet. And that is probably the second. Bellies are the biggest issue that you usually see in these, but as far as the spots that have problems, the one that the Union ABS to PVC is very common, and then probably dips around these turns like this is about as common as I've seen that particular problem ever show up, is that dip right there.
Yeah, they're at 60-foot mark.
Yeah. Goes from about 61 to 63, so for 2 feet you hold upwards of 2.5 inches of water. And I will try to see if I can tell where that's at. I mean, are you planning on trying to add a bathroom down here or something?
Not likely. I will probably finish it, but we might add a bath or like a half bath.
Because you do have the rough in over there, but if you wanted to move it, you would need to know where this is if you wanted to put it somewhere else.
Just in case I felt like excavating, to high five or something.
Alright, well, if you need to do that, call me and I'll come back with this and a shovel.
Alright.
And I will locate that with the locator, and then we'll know exactly where it is. Although we might not want to put it right next to the sewer in case the sewer ever really does need work done on it. Alright, so we're going down. That's a turn toward me. So that first turn is coming our way, dropping down, and then going a little to the left. Let's see what the next turn looks like. Right. So this is coming across this way,
Okay.
and then turning and straightening out.
Okay. And maybe here it's kind of goes towards straight this way.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can.
It doesn't have like a sensor right?
Oh, it does. We can locate it. I mean, if you're truly
No, I really don't.
by where it is, we can walk out the whole path of it.